welcome back to the second instalment of the Channel Isles. So the plan was to leave Alderney to go to the Cherbourg Peninsula in France. However, the marina could have been too busy, so we headed down to Jersey. So let's continue on and I will explain properly with this chart. Original plan this morning: leave Alderney, come south to Carteret. However, it's a very busy marina. You've got a very tidal. There's a sill that you have to wait for the right tide to get over, and if it's too busy, there's nowhere to anchor. So the change of plan is we've left Alderney now, as you've just seen, coming around the island, coming south to Jersey and into St Helia. So I've passage plan using large scale, small scale. So we've just done the Alderney. There's our Jersey. My passage plan, you can see my waypoint just on the side there. Cruising along, you can't see that's flickering. Cruising along quite nicely at 9 knots because we've got tide pushing us down. So I'll keep an eye on it as we go. Here we are in St Helia in Jersey. So if you look just ahead to starboard slightly, you will see that small gap. It felt a lot smaller when we was there. I'm going to get this boat hopefully into that gap without trashing anything. I would like to thank Terry, aka Bumbling Sailor. Go check out his channel, it is very funny. For footage from his 360-degree camera. This is it here. It's literally shooting 360 degrees at all times, and you can just pick and choose the angles you want. So yeah, I at this point am extremely nervous. Even though it wasn't my boat, you really don't want to be trashing other people's boats. But I think I nailed it. I'm not gonna lie, that was a little bit twitchy bum moment. This is what we've got. I'm gonna go up to centre point with this. A little bit tight, but we're in. Oh, you have no idea how good that feels to have a shower. I don't know where Andy and Terry is, but back to the boat, drop this off, go get some food. It's my first time in Jersey and I sailed it. Good morning, still in Jersey. Hoping for a lay-in. Went and had a lovely meal last night, went to TGI's, had way too much meat and the American Ultimate Grill. Hoping for a lay-in this morning, but we are next to a working port. some alarm was going off at some point about 6 o'clock, and then they've been craning stuff since 7. But it's a beautiful morning, so while the guys are still sleeping, I might make the passage plan. I think we are going to Guernsey this afternoon, to St. Peter Port, and then the next day, so it's going to be a late night arrival, another nighttime navigation, which is great for me. Excuse me, I need the practice at nighttime navigation. And then I think the next day will be Cherbourg, then Cherbourg back to Weymouth. But here we are, so I'll wait for the boys to get up. Okay, so passage planning. We are going from, move this business, Jersey in here, St. Helia, and we're going to be going northwest up to Guernsey, St. Peter Port. So just looking at tide times and tidal direction, so we can do what you call a course to steer. So if we decided just to sail straight from here, Jersey, over to Guernsey, the tides will obviously push us out depending what time and what the tides are doing. So you start adding up tide directions and strength, and then you can do some quick math and figure out a course to steer. So instead of going out and in, you could effectively, hopefully, just crab your way in that direction. That's the plan. So it looks like departing sometime late afternoon. Before we headed into town for a little bit of late breakfast, Andy went through some motor power skills with me. Very much needed. Spent a lot of time at anchor the last sort of 6 months, so going in and out of marinas is a bit challenging for me. Very inexperienced, so with the wind effects, it can affect your bow, etc. So going through this was very, very helpful. We then moved on to the effects of current, expertly shown on this kitchen roll. Again, it's very useful. You don't realise, especially with a yacht and a big keel underneath, just how much current can move your boat. So yeah, it was great, a great learning experience. And then we went into the little town and had some late breakfast. No sooner had we put the lines on, the next day we were taking the lines off, getting ready to manoeuvre out. The way that we was doing this, because it was in quite a tight space, we left the bow spring on, and when you motor against it and put the helm over to port, you can see the back end just moving out. And there's Terry's 360 again, thanks buddy. And yeah, so it starts coming out, and the bow spring is set to slip. Terry's up on the bow, and when I was happy, I give the command. He let it go, and then I come astern, as we can see here, and we just motor quite nicely out of our slot. Then I found it was quite busy, boats coming in, boats going out, and I just swung the stern into this little area. And then you come ahead, spin around, and that was us on our way out of St. Helia. Gonna move along the south coast, as you'll see shortly, and then make our way up to Guernsey. I will now shut up and let you enjoy the sail. Thank you so much for watching this episode, guys. I'm going to leave it here. Join me next week when we arrive in Guernsey, and it is a bit of a nighttime arrival again, kind of ish. My first time rafting up against other boats. It was very interesting. Again, thank you, and I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, then please give it a thumbs up, give it a like. If you're not already subscribed, please hit the subscribe button. It really does help the channel out. And hit the notification bell as well, so you can find out when the next episode is up. Thanks again. Take care, guys.